everything you need to know before visiting to Sapa. Good morning from Sapa, Vietnam, guys. So my name is Nga and I'm a local guide here in this region, and I've been working for this for long time. So in today's video I'll be telling you everything you need before visiting Sapa. This one I'll break down the weather, the transportation, and the thing you should avoid and where you should stay, and the local food that you must try, and many the other thing, interesting information. Right now I am hiking to the very beautiful village, and this is what I do on daily basis. Every day I take tourists to this beautiful green and peaceful countryside to see the life of the local people living in Sapa, Vietnam. The first thing I want to talk about is the weather in Sapa. You never expect this beautiful weather. It depends on how lucky you are. Sometimes you have like a crystal clear weather. Most of the tourists that I take, they normally encounter the very bad weather, like for a few days traveling here, but they couldn't see like 2 or 5 meter distance. Okay. So the best time for weather, I would say, we don't have the best time. It is all depends on how lucky you are. In my opinion, you can have like a crystal clear weather mostly in the summertime when the monsoon season is. Yeah, so I mean this time is the best. A lot of tourists they don't want to take the jacket or something like that because they think Sapa is a tropical country. It's hot, yeah, but it's not always. Sapa is on 1,500 meters, so in here most of the time it's very cold. 22 to 25 degrees Celsius in the daytime. In the nighttime can be 6 or 7, and in the winter it's even worse. In the winter time the weather can be -1 or 2. We also have their mountain size. It's on 3,000 meters plus, and that is always minus and snowy and icy up there. It's not very big like the other country, but the wind make it very cold, and the humidity as well. So should we travel by bus or by train to Sapa? I would say there isn't any train that bring you from Hanoi directly to Sapa, only to take you to Lao Cai City. Lao Cai City is still an hour away from Sapa town. So if you want to save the time to travel or save up a little bit about the money, then you can take the sleeper bus from Hanoi to Sapa and backward if you later on you take it. The train is more expensive because it brings you a nostalgic feeling in the past, so you gotta pay extra, and the price is normally 600 to 700,000 per person, so roughly about 25 to 35 US dollars. It depends on what kind of brand train is that. So the train, you also have to pay extra for the shuttle bus from Lao Cai train station to Sapa town, to exactly where your hotel is. So the bus is cheaper. However, you have to take a taxi from your hotel to the bus station, and if you don't want to do that, you can take a limousine. If you don't want to lie down, you can take a limousine. It's like a van. Instead of 16 seats there, but it has 9. Very comfortable, very spacious. It's a reclining seat. You can lie down and take a nap for a few hours or something. From Hanoi to get to Sapa, normally start in Hanoi about 6:30 and get to Sapa in the middle of the day. So in the afternoon you can spend time to visit some beautiful places, just save up some time to travel. But if you have a lot of time and you want to experience the things like train, which is, I'd say, it's a little bit the train is like the old-fashioned train, but it's very good. A lot of tourists really like it. I hate to admit it, but sometimes tourists, they always complain about the scam that they normally have here. So I listed some of the scam, the common scam that you might get while you're traveling. First thing is that some of the scammers, they are in a group chat or something like that, and they just when you book the ticket, you have to find a very good reputation company to book a bus ticket, otherwise you lose money because of that. And more importantly is about your time while you travel and your motivation as well. Sometimes when you are planning for a wonderful trip, but then you got scammed, find a good reputation company to book a ticket for. Okay, that is the very important. Not really a scam, but sometimes when you eat or drink or something like that in for street food or something, you have to ask the price before get that service. And some people also told me about the scam taxi in Hanoi, in the big city, but I have never heard that in Sapa, because Sapa is a very, very small town. It's like the town is only about 10 to 12 square kilometers, very small. Most of the people, we know each other very well. Yeah, look at this. I am in a very beautiful village, and when you are traveling here, this is the place I'm gonna take you to. Okay, so that's where a mountainous area is, and you see the river is a feng shui here, good feng shui, and the fish farm over there, salmon, sturgeon fish. Wow, get to the point, back to the point, guys. And if you have ever encountered any other kind of scam, please do tell in the comment. And if you want me to do more videos about the scams in Vietnam to avoid, for tourists to avoid, please do tell as well. Where should you stay in Sapa? Well, at the moment you have plenty of the options that you can actually choose in Sapa, Vietnam. Most of tourists, when they're traveling to Sapa, I think they already have a general idea of traveling to a countryside, to the rural villages. I strongly agree with you, because that's the thing we offer. So you can do a homestay, and I highly recommend you to stay on the mountainside with the homestay, with the local family, because you're gonna have like beautiful free cooking class in the nighttime, which is presented by the Black Hmong people in this region, and it's wonderful, just wonderful. You're gonna make spring rolls, stir-fried vegetables, and so many other things. So as a local guide, I highly recommend you to do that if you really want to do outdoor activities with the locals as well. So that's definitely the thing. And the second thing is that if you are like slow travel, for sure you can stay in some hotels in Sapa, in the Sapa town. Plenty of the places which provide you a best service ever. 5-star hotels, has a very modern rooms and bathroom and everything like that. You also have 100 dishes for buffet breakfast, and it's just really good, outstanding, and the best view ever. So yeah, it depends on where your budget and what you expect to see in Sapa. You can choose those kind of things to stay. While traveling to Sapa, you definitely have to try the salmon hot pot or sturgeon hot pot. Very, very nice when you have time in the nighttime, but you should have it in the nighttime, because in the dinner time you have longer time than usual, so you can sit down, have conversation, and make a conversation carry on, sip some rice wine from locals like vodka and things like that. It's just wonderful. And salmon and sturgeon is actually what we farm over there. You can see a big one, some kind of salmon fish, can be 45 kilograms. So this is the best way to support local businesses. You can see over there, fish farm, salmon and sturgeon. And the second meal that you can have is a street food. Street food in Sapa, only in the nighttime. You can go to a night market, or you can have it in the place next to the lake. It's very nice, but it's only in the nighttime, from 7:30 to 8 p.m. In the daytime you don't have it. You also can take home the buffalo jerky and beef jerky, pork jerky, something like that, which is marinated meat. And by traditional way, we reserve it and smoke it. And by smoking, when it's smoked, you can keep it for, you know, a few years, for a very long time. It's very good. And the taste, when you eat that, you feel a little bit smoke inside, so it's really engaging. I'm sorry about the noise, guys. Hopefully you hear me well. So should you do the hiking in Sapa? Yes or no? Okay, it depends on what kind of tourist are you. Actually, it's an option. But hiking, you can do like if you're not really active people and you cannot go for 12-15 kilometers a day, then you simply tell the tour guide to cut it to only like 4 hours walking to the local communities and have a conversation with them. I'm pretty sure that you see the very different things and the different vibe in here. Okay, but if you don't want to do like hiking or hard trekkings for some reasons, you can get the experience differently in Sapa. You can just go to the Fancy Pan Cable Car, Glass Bridge, Cat Village, which is no need a lot of hiking, and you see completely different things, modern things, very interesting things. Hello, Yazong. Okay. And next thing I want to tell you is that you need a cash or a card while traveling in Sapa. When you travel to like Sapa mountainside a few years ago, then cash is what you need to, you know, to spend. But nowadays a lot of hotels and restaurants already are, you know, you can pay by card, but it's always like 3 to 5% extra. I don't know, it depends on the policy of the restaurants or hotels, but normally that's compulsory to pay extra a little bit. So when you have cash, dollars, USD, euro or something like that, you can do exchange in a hotel, the local bank in Sapa, with a very good rate. That's the best one, I guess. Okay, that's the best place where you do the exchange and things like that. It's wonderful down here. Check it out. So my advice for this is, you know, whatever you have, go for it. Yeah, cash or card, doesn't matter here really much nowadays. 2026. A lot of tourists are very concerned about, you know, the internet. The connection may be very poor in Vietnam, but you get it wrong. You know, the internet here in Vietnam in general is very, very strong and very fast. You know, you don't have to worry about that. You have to purchase a SIM card, which is local SIM card from the airport or outside the airport. I have no idea, but you can, wherever you can get it, grab it. I reckon that's the seller gonna tell you exactly how much data you're gonna have, and sometimes you need to top up, and you can ask them how and when, yeah, to be exact. So that is all my advices from a local guide in Sapa about the things you need to know before traveling to Sapa, Vietnam in general. And thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video, guys.